Welcome in, everybody. Okay, open chat. There you are. I think my Zoom upgraded and everything's different looking now. But I'm glad you guys are all here. We're going to take 15 minutes and we're going to dive into serums. So I'm going to be throwing information at you. Feel free to put your questions in the chat as we go along. It's not going to be like our normal lives where we have 15 minutes at the end for questions. And we'll get to everything that we are able to. So with that, let's kick it off. My name is Kate, and I'm Anne Marie Skincare's in-house esthetician, and I'm excited to just drop in and answer some questions about serums, talk about serums. I see some familiar names on the call. So as usual, I'm super happy to see you all. Let's start to talk about them. So serums are different than moisturizers. And sometimes it gets a little confusing. People are like, do I need both a serum and an oil? Can I just use one? Serums tend to be very aqueous in texture. So they're nice and thin, they're nice and lightweight. They're nice and thin because we want them to absorb into the skin. And because they tend to get a little lower in the skin, we also tend to pack them with very active ingredients. If you've ever been on a consult with me, which shameless plug, we do have a consult that starts right after this call. If you have questions that don't get answered, hop over to that with me. But on the consults, when we talk about serums, a lot of times what I'll say is as you're allocating your funds, if you've got limited funds to work with, I recommend starting with a serum and or moisturizer because they tend to be the biggest bangs for your buck. We pack a lot of active ingredients into our serums. Now, I want to go ahead and introduce the serums that Anne Marie Skincare has and kind of show you some consistencies here. So this first one is called the anti-aging serum. And the anti-aging serum is a very classic serum. If you can have such thing as a timeless serum, this is certainly one. This is what that one looks like. The anti-aging serum is particularly supportive for fine lines. This is a really nice one for dry or dehydrated skin. It's got this nice lightweight feel, but it is very, very luscious. And you can kind of see as I'm touching the consistency here that it's not just pure aqueous. It's got a nice kind of textured, soft viscosity to it. The anti-aging serum, again, is really supportive for fine lines. Some of the key ingredients in here, we do have this really beautiful floral blend. We've also got rose, edelweiss, life everlasting flower. And then another key ingredient in here is hyaluronic acid. And for all of our serums, we've got some form of a humectant. In the anti-aging serum, that's the hyaluronic acid. A humectant is an ingredient that's going to seek moisture out in its environment in order to pull it to itself so it can expand. So you get this feel utilizing some form of humectant, in this case, hyaluronic acid. The anti-aging serum is the most popular. So this one is available in two sizes here. You see the 15 and the 30 ml. So if you've tried it and you love it, you can opt for a larger size. It's a little bit more eco-friendly, a little bit more budget-friendly to get the bigger one. And Grace is popping in the chat here. Thank you, Grace. That we do have our site-wide sale going on. So as I'm talking here, we've got 25% happening on the site. This is for Anne Marie Skincare products on the site. And she's got that coupon code in there. So you can check out the comment section for more info. For the sake of time, I think I'll drop that and leave it there. Now, another serum option that Anne Marie Skincare has, we have what's called the citrus stem cell serum. And this one is very lightweight. I'll see if I can kind of capture this one. The color on this one's a little bit more golden. The color variations in the serums, they tend to be kind of clear to light, kind of yellow to this like more orangey color. The citrus stem cell serum has citrus in it. It's got citrus-derived stem cells. So naturally, the scent of this one, you've got more of this kind of orangey citrus scent. And then it's got a little bit more color to it. The citrus stem cell serum has two primary components. It has a brightening component, We are using two very specific brighteners, uva ursi and licorice root, and that is very helpful for fading darkened areas of the face. So whether that is damage from the sun or another spot left behind from something like a breakout, uva ursi and licorice root can really target darkened areas. The other angle in the citrus stem cell, which might be shocking, is the stem cell component. And stem cells are very crucial for the lift of the skin. So if you're kind of noticing a little bit loss of like fullness in certain areas, the citrus stem cell can be very supportive. And the stem cells in it specifically can be very supportive for that. It does have some hyaluronic acid, so again, it can be very helpful for skin that's dry, but it's going to be less than the anti-aging. This one, it tends to be one of our lighter feeling serums. So, citrus stem cell serum. Now, the next one here, this is called the probiotic serum with tremella. The consistency of this one is quite similar. I'm not going to pump this one out. It's got that same kind of light feel and then this nice viscosity to it. The probiotic serum with tremella is very supportive for skin that is thrown off. This can be supportive for particular concerns that are very sensitive. We include in the probiotic serum both an olive leaf ferment and a probiotic complex. And what that can do is that can really help to nourish the bacteria of the skin, the bacteria, the good bacteria, and bring this into balance. So the probiotic serum is sometimes one that is used either situationally, or it might be the serum that you use and you stick to, and that can be good too. The scent profile of this one is nice and herbal. It's got a little bit of the mushroom scent. We do use the tremella mushroom in there. So now the next one, I'll try to not spend the entire last 7 minutes of this call just on this one because I love it so much. This is the wild fruit serum. And the wild fruit serum is a serum that covers kind of this wide array of bases as far as addressing signs of aging. This has hyaluronic acid, so specifically supporting fine lines. It has resveratrol, which is a skin smoother. Again, great for fine lines, great for creasing. The wild fruit serum also has a brightening complex. So it has this really perfect combination of a targeted brightener, uva ursi, and a vitamin C. And we get the vitamin C through our cacao plum that's part of this. So we're brightening the skin from two angles. We've got this targeted kind of underground brightening happening with the uva ursi, and then we've got this surface kind of tone evening with the vitamin C. This does also have stem cells in it. So again, this is one that's very helpful for drooping. If you're kind of seeing elasticity break down a little bit, wild fruit serum can be very supportive. So this is one that if I'm working with anyone who has experienced or is experiencing any combination of signs of aging, we're at minimum talking about this, if not taking this one home. So wild fruit serum also has a very similar consistency to the others. So I'm not going to pump that one in the palm of my hand or the back of my hand. Now, this one I will show off the texture of. This is called the activated hemp serum. And the hemp serum, you'll see, is very thick. It is not running down the back of my hand. There's no kind of like drippiness to it. It's almost lotion-like in consistency. This utilizes this really beautiful, very potent raw hemp oil. And hemp is a wild skin support. It tends to prioritize areas of the body that are slowing down, breaking down, or in active distress. So areas of the body that it is reading as kind of needing some support. Hemp supports your own body and acting as this internal triage. So this serum, it can be very helpful for advanced signs of aging. This can be very helpful for sensitivity or reactivity, especially if any of that is combined with reactivity or sensitivity. So if you are dry and sensitive, if you are aging and sensitive, and then any level of dry on top of that. because this has this really rich kind of creamy consistency. This is a really good one for that. It also has in it several different potent anti-agers. And so this is one that's not just softening reactivity or soothing reactivity, it's also supporting the strength and resiliency of the skin as well. So again, this is the activated hemp serum. And then one more serum here. If you have questions that are coming up as we're going along, please put them in the chat. I want to, get to a few of them as I can. And then Grace has also shared, we've got a consult, so a group skincare consultation that's going to start right on the hour. It might be a minute after the hour, but we're going to go much deeper into building a skincare routine. We'll probably go deeper into serums, and a lot of our products with that. So this final one, this is the activated night serum. The consistency of this one is very similar to the hemp serum. So super rich and creamy. The activated hemp serum has an ingredient called bioactive A, which is a retinol alternative. So this is a serum we want you to use only in the evening. We don't want you to put this on and go out into the sun. So the feel of this one is exfoliating. It is a skin smoother. This is a great one for creasing and fine lines. It's also packed in this very dense anti-aging formula. So it's super rich and creamy, very high antioxidant level, great for general signs of aging, but specifically anywhere where you might have formerly considered using a retinol. So I'm going to come to some of these questions here. Renee has asked, is it a good idea to double up on serums? So I don't generally recommend mixing them or layering them. Generally, my advice is that you're using one single serum in the serum position in your routine. So you cleanse, you tone, you've got a serum, and then you moisturize. There are some instances where I might suggest maybe layering the citrus stem cell under another serum, but generally speaking, I'm recommending just one at a time. You might have two that you love, and so one is your morning serum and one is your evening serum. That's also pretty common. But most of the time, we're not using them at the same time. So and Becky has asked, should the activated serums be used daily? So we've got the two activated serums activated. We've got the activated hemp and the activated night. And both of those can be used morning and evening for the hemp, and then every evening with the activated night. With the activated night, every once in a while, someone's a little bit sensitive. My skin can get a little bit sensitive or irritated or dry. And so I might do a couple nights on and a couple nights off with that. But both of them are designed to be used day in and day out. In the night serum case, night in and night out. We don't want you to expose yourself to the sun with that on. But otherwise, yes, they can be used daily. Donna has asked, can you use a retinol with the serums? So in all technicality, yes, that's a harder question to answer because retinol can come in a lot of different forms. There are retinol serums that exist. There are retinol prescriptions. There are retinol creams. It would be something that you might either check in with whoever prescribed you the retinol to make sure. But generally speaking, yes, these can be used together. You might be extra cautious with the night serum. That one maybe is not going to be a good pairing because they're both actively exfoliating the skin. But again, without knowing exactly what you've got your hands on, it's hard to know exactly. So that was a quick one. We are right on the hour here. Grace, will you pop in the consult link for those who maybe have joined since we've shared it? So I see some of these questions are coming in still. We do have a call, a group consultation that's going to start now. So go ahead and click on that. I'll meet you over in that room here in a second. The consultation, of course, we've got lovely giveaways and things that happen with that call. And save your questions and take them over there. So we're going to close this one out. This is just a quick little 15-minute one and look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Okay, thanks everybody.